add fractions. For example, 5 over 10 plus 3 over 10. This is the numerator and this is the denominator. In adding fractions, you have to add the numerator to numerator. And 5 plus 3 equals to 8. Over, in adding fraction, we don't need to add the denominator. We just copy it. So the answer is 10. If we simplify the 8 over 10, it will become 4 over 5. And that's the answer. How to subtract fractions. For example, 10 over 15 minus 8 over 15. In subtracting fraction, you have to subtract numerator to numerator. For example, 10 minus 8 equals 2. And you have to copy the denominator, which is 15. And that's the answer.
How to divide fraction. For example, 3 over 4 divided by 1 over 5 equal. First, flip the second fraction, then multiply the fraction. Like 3 over 4 divided by 1 over 5. The 1 over 5 will be 5 over 1. Like 3 over 4 times 5 over 1. 3 over 5 equals 15. Then the denominator times 4 times 1 equals 4. The answer is 15 over 4. How to multiply fraction? For example, 2 over 3 times 4 over 6 equal. First, multiply the numerator, like 2 times 4 equals 8. Then second, multiply the denominator. 3 times 6 equals 18. Lowest term by 2. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. The numerator divide 18 divided by 2 equals 9. The answer is 4 over 9.
Writing fraction as a decimal. To convert a fraction to the decimal, we divided the numerator by the denominator. If we have a mixed number, the whole number stays to the left of the decimal. This is the first given. In how to subtract the decimal. First, 0.9 minus 0.2 equals to 0.7. You need to minus the 9 minus 2. So that's why this is the total 0.7. And this is the second given, how to subtract the decimal. Like we do in first given, 0.5 minus 0.2, 5 equals to 0.3. How to add decimal? 2.3 plus 5.1. 5 plus 2. First, 2 plus 5 equals 7. And the decimal. 3 plus 1 equals 4.
I will teach you how to multiply and divide a decimal. To multiply the decimals, so 5 times 2, 10, 4 times 2 times 2, 4, plus 1, 5, 0, 0, 0, and 0. Then we will count how many numbers are after the decimal point. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 60 is your final answer. How to divide decimal? 0.2 times 10 is equals to 2. So we can now divide. So 2 divided by 15 Yes. So 75. 75 is your final answer. Easy as that. Just remember when there are decimal, you need to times it by 10.
This time, I am going to teach you on how to add and subtract a percentage. First example is 500 pesos with an interest of 35%. First is we have to convert 35% to a decimal. So 35% is equal to 0.35. To get the value of 35%, we were going to multiply 500 by 0.35. And the answer is 175. Now, that is a 35%. After getting the 35%, we have to add this to the original value, which is 500. And our final answer is 675 pesos. First example is we are asked to get the 30% of 880 pesos. First step is we have to convert 30% to decimal, which results to 0.3. To get the value of 30%, let's multiply 880 by 0.3. The answer is 264. To get the 30% of 880 pesos, let's subtract 264 from 880. Our final answer is 616 pesos.
50% of 130. In order for us to solve the problem, we're going to translate the problem into an equation and use it to find the percentage of a certain number. So in this case, the word what can be used as x is as the equal sign. 70% can be written as 70 over 100 or 0.7 of times 130. As you can see, we translated this problem into an equation. Now, it's very easy for us to solve the problem and find the x. So in this case, x is equal to 0.7 times 130, which is equal to 91. What is 70% of 130? 70% of 130 is equal to 91. 30 is what percent of 60? First, we're going to translate the problem into an equation. 30 is equal to what will be represented as the x times the percent, which is over 100, times 60. 30 is equal to x times 60 is equal to 60x over 100. 30 is equal to 60 over 100 can be simplified as 3 over 5x. 30 is equal to 3x over 5 will be multiply both sides by 5. Then cancel 5. 5 times 30, 150 is equal to 3x. Then divide both sides by 3. 150 divided by 3 is equal to 50 equals x. It means that 30 is 50% of 60. X is equal to 50%.